Happy Saturday. Well, I'm pretty hungry right now. I recently woke up. I'm about to make some tortilla, but I'm using coconut milk. That's what I usually use when I make my tortilla, my Belizean style tortilla, how my mother used to make them. And that's what I'll have with some leftover refried beans. Well, I cooked some beans earlier this week and I froze some of them. So I made some refried beans and I probably have some scrambled eggs. Well, it's more like a brunch type of thing for me today. For the ingredients, of course, for this tortilla, I have 3 cups of flour, all-purpose flour. I will use about 3 teaspoons of baking powder, maybe a teaspoon and a half of salt, sea salt, and about a cup of leftover coconut milk I have here. And if it's not enough, I'll use a little bit of water because I don't have any more coconut milk. But if I do, I prefer all coconut milk to make my dough. And I'll put a little bit of butter. I don't use a lot. That's about a quarter stick of the butter I have. The coconut milk has enough fat in it, so that's cool with me. So I'll start kneading the tortilla. Just mix it up. I already put the salt, the baking powder. I'll just, I melted the butter. Let's pour it in. Just continue mixing. And the coconut milk, just slowly, don't pour all the coconut milk right away, just slowly and mix. Make sure it doesn't get mushy. Just keep on mixing. Some people usually don't like to use their hands in flour. You can use a fork to mix it up until you start getting the ball. And I feel like you need to use your hand after a while. It's almost there. In your bowl with the flour, make sure you get all the flour, the dry flour in it. Knead as you go. Just knead a little bit before you let it sit for about 15 minutes. Okay. Cut them into little balls. Roll them. I'll put a little oil on my hand. Roll them into little balls, and I'll let them sit again for maybe about 5 minutes. Just for the gluten to, you know, come together, make it taste real good. Now I'll flatten my tortilla. Make sure you get the middle, so it won't be too thick. So I do mine. Everybody have their own technique, but this is easier for me. Into a circular motion. Just put it on the comal or the griddle. Okay. So I let my tortilla bake for about maybe 3 to 5 minutes each, sometimes less. But I have the stove on medium to low heat. It doesn't take too long. Soft. See how soft it is? I'll just cut it. That's what we used to do. I'm used to doing. You can cut it or just eat it whole, or cut them into halves. Like this. Into fours. So, time for my brunch. Let me take a taste. Have a taste. I put some sour cream on my refried beans. This is homemade refried beans. Let's see. Hold it like this. You can also have, you know, eggs with this, breakfast, even stewed chicken, whatever you like. But this is what I prefer. This is good. Just try it at home. Coconut flour tortilla.